Welcome to the live. Um, Pure prophecy, the channeling. And at this point, I know most of it is going to be me. However, for the other ones who may have been participating, it don't make it any less. But it was just like, I felt like this right before my son with baby James. And here I am feeling this way for the other 6. And I made it very clear that when this happens, there's a way bigger problem than what anyone could foresee for themselves. I can foresee it for mine. I can't foresee it for, well, I can't foresee it for the next people. And they won't make it through what it is that you all are going to witness me going through. And I had asked, and I had begged for people just do the right thing. And humans will show you in every which way that they're not willing to do the right thing for the wrong thing. For the wrong things. But then at the same time, I had to look at it. I was like, you know what, God? You know how to make sure you break that chain of, not wanting to have certain things with people and wanting to see the best for the people and give them the benefit of the doubt and see the good in people. Because the good is in people, but it's just like people they're comfortable with what it is that they do. Some people, are okay with what it is that they do. And in this situation, and in the sense that this is 6 children. 6 children. 6 children. Innocent children. What did they do to you? Because people have agendas. People have vendettas. People want revenge. People want to be greedy. But then they're going to want you to have pity on them when it's them getting ready to have to go down for what it is that they're going to do. But he keeps trying to tell me, forgive them for what they don't know. Forgive them their trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. God forgive us for our trespasses every day, whether we know it or not. Because when you get ready to go in prayer, he knows what you're about to pray on before we even pray for it, right? They do. Because what people choose to do, that's on them. That's on them. And it's like, God, why are you making me forgive these people before they do it? As they're planning to do this. And I said, Rita, you ain't felt this way since November 5th, 2021. And here you are feeling it again because it's like, why would you wake me up out of my sleep and say, write a letter to all your kids? Because he said, no, you got to stand up. And I remember telling somebody, like, you got to be careful about what it is because it's like a reversal. Like where you have to tell people, like, certain shit is not a game. But for me to wake up out of my sleep how I did, and it's like, write a letter to your kids. You are okay. But they're not safe, and these people keep playing this fucking dangerous game. If somebody is willing to do this to somebody else's life, what makes you think that those kids are okay? What makes you think them kids is okay? But God keep trying to say, sure to stay strong. I was like, I got it. It's a human experience. You'll hurt for a little bit. It's going to be a long ass fucking recovery and a journey from it. No, you're not going to lose your mind from it. It's just going to be an empty space in your heart, knowing that you gave birth to fucking children. And there was hateful fucking people that hated the way that you cared and loved on your children so you can heal and they can heal and not have to fucking feel none of that shit that you went through. Intentional pain for fucking financial gain is what people fucking do. And can't nobody sit here and say, like, she didn't say nothing. She didn't speak up. I've been speaking up. Y'all was just out here really willing to fuck up your lives in the midst of it because it was like, God, what is the punishment for the people to do this shit? That I have to write their eulogies before it's even fucking happening. Because I got about, what, 72 hours before they get ready to do this. Because it's like, we need her to be quiet. We need her, okay. But understand in the midst of my silence, there will be suffering. Now, granted, will I be suffering because these are my kids? These are my kids, bro. So at this point, I'm going to have to fight for justice every day, advocate for other people every day. Because you're hateful. Hateful as individuals that can sit in the fact that you're fucking hateful. And it's a game for fucking gain for money? For money. For money. And you think it's funny. Because every single one of my kids, what the fuck did they do to you? But you got the older two because you could. My Poe Marcus. I shouldn't have to fucking wake up with this shit on my heart, but I guess he's preparing me before it's fucking time to go, because when it's time for me to speak, those words is fit to be so fucking powerful, because God forbid whoever sat there and watched from the sidelines, I hope you can understand that you gotta have to handle it, chin up and chest out, how I fucking have to stand up every fucking day. Every day. Every day. How would you feel if somebody bystand and watch this shit happen to you? How would you fucking feel if ain't nobody sit here and say, shit, forgive them for what they don't know what they do? Now, the only thing that I can feel at this point, because I won't ever sit here and you're going to try to say, oh, it's going to make her suicidal. No, the fuck it's not. All it's going to do is build more strength and build more timing and connection to go ahead and get more embedded in spirit, get more embedded in God. And that this is the only fucking thing that I have to have is trust in God that somebody will fucking come through to do the right thing. But ain't nobody going to do the right thing right now. Because everybody want to keep on stealing and lying and hiding. Hiding is just as worse as fucking lying. Not one man, not one woman stood up to say, hey, I'll look out for them. But guess what? Because anybody that fucking try to sit there and play that look out were the people looking out for the benefit of them to do what it is that they need to do to betray, double cross. The devil is here to steal, kill, lie, and destroy. You won't destroy me. It'll hurt me. Trust and believe me. Oh, you'll hurt me. This is a personal injury at this point, because can't nobody say that I ain't say nothing. Can't nobody say that I ain't tell you this is what the fuck that's going to happen next, because they need something to go their way. They want either a psych ward or somebody to get fucking arrested because they can't get to the girl if they can't unalive her. So we're going to take her kids because that's one way we know we're going to break her. Well, we already separated. That ain't doing shit. We need them going off this earth so we can do what it is that we need to do. Because we can collect the insurance policy off of them and throw them the change off of that. See, when people want to sit there and pay off certain debts, and then it's like, I didn't think of that. I know you didn't think of that because, hey, you're not going to think as deep as the darkness of the dark can get. But you're still benefiting from the shit, right? To keep your secrets hidden, right? Everybody's cool what other people do until it's them. Until it's them. But I'm seeing that every time that whenever this happens and this occurs, and anybody that was sitting here talking on my life or whatever, I hope you can stand up to whatever it is that I've been through from the time from childhood up until now. Up until you having to go ahead and see these children, wish they want to harvest them and take their blood because it's needed for them. How much money we can get off of each one of them if they go? They've been gunning for Marcus for a cool minute. The older two is like, well, we can use them to benefit, and now it's not beneficial no more because we need this motherfucking money. They want their coin. Hey, only people that are okay with certain shit like this is okay with staying silent. We're going to do this, but I make it very, very, very clear in this message. Those who participated and those who watched, those who sat in the background and those who chose not to do a thing. I hope you can handle as much pain as I had to handle. And I've been having to handle it alone. I'm not suicidal, but I don't think most of you are mentally, emotionally, psychologically prepared for what it is that you're attending and about to, attempt to take me through. But the recovery of how you're going to have to see me recover. And live in color. Like this is a fucking Truman show. Like it's just funny. Oh, we're going to do this and we're going to do that. But y'all said, I want every person, politically, committee, senate, police, sheriff, lawyer, doctor, teacher. Could you handle what it is that you did? Even just the regular fucking civilians that you got here. If you call yourself a parent, grandparent, or whatever, put yourself in my shoes. I would never be in your shoes. Yeah, you will. If you had to do it by yourself. Because this is like someone said, we gotta destroy their mental health. No, you're not gonna destroy it. I just see the prophecy before it's occurring. So preparing myself before the storm, because I know this feeling when I feel it. It's like hello from the other side. But to play this type of thing or game, for gain, that's part that's pissing me off. Y'all doing all this shit for gain and want to have power and control to try to force somebody to submit to what? A systematic order? Because you want some kind of court order to take over what? Something that don't belong to you? Oh, you wanted a conservativeship, but that requires you to still go ahead and make incompetence stand, and it doesn't stand at all. What, ADHD with autism and high IQ, no, that doesn't make you incompetent. That doesn't give you grounds for conservationships. That means I wouldn't know how to do my basic living skills. Shit happens, life happens, but you do heal. It's a journey. It'll take some time if people quit and fucking interfering, but I feel like this is gonna be the last time that y'all get away with this shit. But I'm telling you, I feel like it's gonna be a knock on the door late in the fucking night. Hey, this is what happening. But can't nobody say that I didn't speak on what the fuck I knew was about to happen. Because that's a disregard to try to say, hey, you can't see your own life. Yes, you can. Most of the time, most readers don't even understand. They read in their own fucking life. Oh, this is your mister, and this is, okay, you're about to experience that. Oh, this ain't my life, not currently in that second, but who's not to say that you're predicting your future, unbeknownst to you? Most people don't know that. Because me going through my own readings of 1,600 videos that I have, and I'm sitting there listening, I was like, God damn, who knew that all the readings that I was doing, I was telling my life in my own readings. spiral season. People would take your sensitivity as an opportunity to utilize it as a leeway to do what it is that they feel like they can do to you. Not understanding that, hey, it's in the nature of people to naturally do this stuff, but you just have to make sure that you prepare your mind at any given moment. Life is here and life is gone. We're here today, gone tomorrow, because tomorrow's never ever really guaranteed. Today is not even really guaranteed or a promise. Anybody would know that. So for me to always automatically to cancel out that there's, a chance that that shit can happen today. It's a shit that it can happen in the next 3 days, but I feel it happening. Because I could see within these people, hey, that entity is on them real heavy right now. It's on them heavy. I'm not fit to keep arguing and fighting with these folks, but can't nobody say I didn't know. Different strokes for different folks. Why would you want to make your own prophecy about what it is that's happening? Shit happens. But I gave the warning before anybody decided to do what they did. I told y'all that this wasn't safe. This wasn't the right thing to do. But we got to keep it going. Y'all had to keep going, right? Sometimes you're going to lose your mind to go ahead and get a peace of mind. I might have lost a little bit of mine, but I got peace of mind to understand that people are shitty. Family ain't family, blood ain't blood, and people will fuck you over for a fucking dollar. For $1 in a position. Because they can't trust their intuition. Or they're mad because you use your intuition to know what the fuck going on. Because I know at this point in time, or whatever the case may be, how I handle a person and how I handle you humans is how I handle you. You deserve it. Oh, you're an asshole. Okay, cool. You want a cookie? You're mean as fuck. Cool. You want a cookie? I don't like how you talk to me. It sounds personal. Do you want a cookie? By each day, I grow colder and number to humans. So it's putting me more into my fuck it era. Because it's going to be what it the fuck it is. But I can feel that y'all finna be knocking on my door soon about it. Now, I'm not sure what reaction or response that you're hoping to get from it. But it's like, I'm getting more or less them telling me, hey, this is what's going on. This is what happened. And do what you will with that. Because if it was meant to be, oh, once we go ahead and deliver this message about it's happening, whether you try to conceal it or not, or just try to hide them or whatever the fucking case may be, just to try to prove a fucking mental health or a mental illness or a mental disease or whatever. No, they know when prophecy is prophecy. And it is what it is, but I'm prophesying and telling you guys this is how it's going to go. And it's going to be a lot of people on the midst of this that was involved in this that's going to have to come back to me and try to say, no, listen, miss, can we settle this out of court? Why would I want to settle out of court with any of you if you already knew what the fuck was coming and I told you what the fuck was going to happen? Dealing with these people, and along that you want to keep on signing off documents, you want to give them false power attorneys. You're not speaking to me. You're not questioning me. You're not coming over here to get the information that you fucking need. Because it's not like you don't know where the fuck I am, because you're still watching and monitoring me illegally. You're not putting restraining orders on these motherfuckers, on let alone their phones, or going ahead and put in some kind of barrier or protection to say, hey, we're going ahead and make sure that this happened. But guess what? The name of the game, shit. Oh, she's military. She's a veteran. She can handle it. I am more than capable of able to handle what the fuck you're about to throw in this next little fugazi ass bullshit that you're about to pull. But the thing of it is, between you and God, can you handle what it is that you're about to do? Can y'all sit with that? What would you do if you got to be haunted with the thought of every time that I see this woman's face, hear her name, her voice, or anything? You're going to be tortured. We participated in this. Every person that gang stalked, cyberbully, harassed, stalked, social media, physically 3D stalking, harassing, illegally watching, installing shit. People you put in places to try to stall and watch my bank accounts, where I live at, where I'm staying at, put it in your new place and shit like that. How would you feel when it's you or your family? But apparently, you know what I'm saying, you won't know until the entity leave you, because right now they utilizing every single last one of you that sit here and watch every single day. So I have to understand, like, all right, God, okay, I have to submit to God, not to human, not to man. And I'm like, okay, God, just write a letter to the kids and let them know whether I'm going to ever speak to them ever again or not. This is what it is. We can sit here and play a gaslit game. We can play passive aggressive game, but I'm going to be super assertive as I am right now. Shit happens, life happens. I'm looking to break generational curses. You sit here looking to create more. Create more trauma. For what? For $1? That you effectively would not be able to spend appropriately, which you're doing at this point in time. We're going to redesignate funds and things like that and put them in projects and things like that, when that's not even the case. Somebody's middle age. Someone that got friends from the Middle East. Someone's name is Ruiz. Somebody's name is Luisa. Mancaster. But this is like someone waiting, so as soon as it occurs, I'm hearing somebody say, call me once it's done. These are the people we're going to send from the VA to go see them and see how it works out from there. We're going to monitor, okay, monitoring spirits. So be it. But this is way bigger than the cash that you can't cash, that you won't get to be able to sit in it, bask in it, or any of this. Angel of death is upon us. As my heart is heavy, this is like grounds and reason why it's just like, I trust no living human body, vessel on this earth. Because anybody that will ever have to try to get into the vicinity or the energy of me ever again, you will be proving yourself. And you choosing not wanting to prove yourself, because I ain't got to prove myself exactly. Say where the fuck you at. This is a form of torture, personal injury, ill intent. No longer is it premeditated. You're doing it. You're going through with it. I just pray and hope for the full capacity of punishment for whoever, for all involved. They do deserve the injection. Other ones, like I said, I know justice will be served regardless of how it's gonna come. Mass majority of them, whoever is doing it, it's gonna be street justice. Some of them will overdose and end up taking themselves out anyway. But a lot of them, when it was time for us to go to court, I don't want to settle. I will not settle out of court. And no, we're not keeping it quiet. So whatever you decide to do in between, you won't make it after this point. Because once they come to tell me that my children are gone, and I feel like they're going to try to pull this shit right before Easter, and that's the craziest shit ever. That's so fucking demonic. I don't know even, like, who fucking raised y'all? Who hurt you guys to want to just do shit like that to people? But I guess this is spiral season. You need to do something by all means necessary just to get this money. People just don't give a fuck who they hurt, as long as it's a benefit for them. But then when it's them, they want you to have sympathy and pity. It's the craziest shit ever. But this is not like I'm not sitting here only giving you confirmation predictions and shit like that. And my own fucking prophecy, because I'm not ever excluded from anything that I channel in anything that I say. I don't ever exclude myself from anything that I either prophesy, predict, or ever to, put confirmation on. I don't ever exclude myself because, hey, at any given time, people will choose to do stupid shit all the time. Myself not even excluded. But this will also be my biggest lesson to understand. Don't ever trust no man. Trust no man, trust no woman. I'm going to always trust that you're telling me a lie. What was that the guy said when I went to the concealed weapons course? He said, I don't care if somebody tell me they clear their weapon. I still feel like you lying. He's going to take it from you and go ahead and let me check for myself. And that's something that I will carry for the rest of my life. Oh, you can trust me? No, the fuck I can't. Do you trust yourself? Oh, you miss out on a blessing like that. I don't give a fuck if you a multi-millionaire, whatever the fuck. Keep your shit, man. You still could be a shitty individual. Oh, we gonna send this person in and we send this person in. What, you want me to be a hoe because y'all like to do that shit? That's not for me. All this shit over some fucking money. I'm just grateful that God was be able to bless me, that I know how to be in isolation, but in isolation to heal. Not in isolation just to fucking keep pondering and dwelling on it, because I feel like this is the last time I'm going to speak on this shit, because when you get ready to do this shit, can't nobody sit here and play the game like, oh, fuck. Because I know everybody that played in this and in this whole state of fucking Florida, the whole state of Tennessee, and the whole state of fucking North Carolina, and the whole state of fucking New York is going to be in shambles and fucking freaking the fuck out, shitting bricks when this shit fucking occurs, because you got a way bigger problem than just having to come and tell this woman, hey, they're not here. Okay. Now that's when y'all problems start. So as soon as that comes through, that's when y'all problems start, not mine. Because I'm begging for y'all to get my kids right back to me in my care. The longer you do that, the more detriment you add it, but you still gonna have to put personal injury, reopen a wound and put salt in that bitch. Because what work are y'all gonna be willing to go ahead and give these kids psychologically, emotionally? If I went through it with these fucking people and y'all think that that was the safest space for them to be at, and then it's just like, it don't make sense to me. If a person was willing to do this to me, what make you think them kids say? But it's consequences and repercussions to any and everything that we do, say, behave, and how we move. But I have no choice but to put this in God's hands, and how he gonna handle this, how he gonna handle it. Shit. I know what the fuck Job felt like. I know what the fuck Jesus felt like going through that crucifixion. What Job had to go through for that long suffering. Shit, I see why Lilith took that path. Because look at this shit. What's one of your memories? A traumatic motherhood? I love children. I wanted 13 children. I love being a mom. Would you do that shit again? Hell no. Hell no. That was traumatizing in a motherfucker. Like, I didn't ever think that people could traumatize you from wanting to be motherhood. I never think nobody would want to traumatize you from ever wanting to do marriage again. I didn't ever think anybody wanted to traumatize you from wanting to do better for yourself. But shit, I'm going to keep doing better for myself, because apparently doing better for yourself is what caused these motherfuckers to go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Apparently making more, the more money you make, the more problems you gain, right? The bigger your worth, the more they fucking talk about you, right? But they'll do their best to make it seem like you ain't shit and you ain't talking about nothing, right? But they go on ahead and do all this shit and play with your life, play with your time, and want to attempt to play with your top. They can't play with my top, but they can play with any fucking body else's. Well, we can refrain for the next 30 days. We can pull back. We can make sure, baby, we ain't no counteract. You ain't doing shit that I ain't already picked up on your patterns and your behavior. So now you want to speak less or do certain things. It's still going to show up with the fuck what you do, what you say, and the lack of fucking doing. Then it's like you get mad at fucking people when they be like, fuck the police. This is grounds where you can sit, where I can honestly say fuck the police. Because that's the biggest fucking headache I've ever fucking had. Orange County Sheriff Department, Seminole. Osceola County was a heavy one. Shit, Puerto Rico was a big ass one too. But y'all moved off some shit off a lie. But it was cool because y'all was getting money from it, right? Everybody else fucking benefited, and we get to kiki kaka and laugh in the background. We get here to violate somebody, but don't nobody fucking speak up. When you go through it and you survive through it, you're gonna always remember those same motherfucking people that put you through it, and it'll be the same fucking people that put you through certain shit that they find themselves in the same shit. That's why you gotta be careful about what you put out, you get back, and how you get it back. We don't get to choose if it's sevenfold, tenfold, hundredfold. We don't get to choose that. How hard did you choose to go? Is how low they gonna stoop to give it right back to how you gave it. I understand that. That's why I don't sit there and seek fucking revenge. I ain't trying to look for no motherfucking lick back. Because the lick getting back to you is you getting back what it was that you was putting out in the environment and to people. You'll get it back. If you speaking poison to people and you know it's a lie and that poison is a fucking lie or an illusion, you're going to get that right back from the people who you feel that it's going to be closest to you. I'm sitting here having to going back to my head like, girl, you was in fucking Delulu land when you clearly could see that this man was gay too. He was gay than a motherfucker. Now I know if I see a man with them black little stud earrings that be looking like these, he gay. He ready to play them type of games with your life. Motherfucker, yo, you went to jail or shit. There used to be a time where I would give a person coming out from jail, never again. Oh, you smoked that? You went to? Because now it's just like, it's such a turn off. Like, women, oh, bruh, just stay the fuck away. We gotta be, fuck you, and want to be a friend. Leave me the fuck alone. If I'm telling you I'm not friendly, I'm not friendly. This type of shit will make you understand, like, I don't care to have friends. My friend is God. Oh, I want my sibling is God. My trust and faith is in God. I don't want to talk to man or a human flesh. Oh, you should go talk to a who? A psych. Somebody gonna tell you psych. SIKE, not PS. What is CHY? No. The longer you prolong, because what they tell you for the long time. If folks don't like you, what makes you think they're gonna like your kids? They've been saying for years. You know when a person don't like you and they talk about you and they treat you wrong and do you dirty, they're gonna do that same shit to your kids. They don't like your kids. They're not gonna give a fuck what happened to them if they don't give a fuck what happened to you as the parent of them kids. And we see it time and time again. What was it that girl y'all just seen on the fucking news? I never met that man's girlfriend. And here it is, that girl dropped that baby to her baby daddy. He goes to work, leave the baby there at the house with the girlfriend. The girlfriend unalived that child. Crazy world. But that shit happens more often than we even talk about, right? But we don't talk about the families that do this shit too. The warning before the storm, right? Somebody wants to go take an M-Rite flight. I need to get the fuck away from here. Good luck. Everybody take the risk. I'm going to Chicago, right? Chicago, Illinois, Kentucky, Virginia. But everybody cool with it though. But it is what it is. But that's the prophecy. Because it was just like, why would you wake me up out of my sleep knowing I couldn't go to sleep? And anytime that my body does this, I know it's something more that is about to happen. So it's like, as before with Baby James, I wasn't prepared. But then, in the midst of it, shit, low key, shit, he wasn't shit, but shit, he was useful for me to be able to just work through it. And it was just like, literally, it was just like having a body there but no soul. Like he was, and you wasn't there, man. It was just like a body being there. And I know, like, if I cried or whatever, go to sleep, you're not genuinely fucking comforting me, but I'm comforting myself because I needed a physical body. But now I understand that the spiritual body is so much stronger and so much better to utilize when you're going through your healing, especially when you're experiencing, people passing away. Is more effective to just really be really doused and heavy in spirit and just like the moments where you break it down crying in them silent moments. God, I'm gonna need you. He's there. Shit, God knows what you need and want and what you're praying for before you even ask for it. So everything is not ever unseen. Nothing is ever unseen. Before you think it, he knew you was about to think it. Before you spoke it, he knew you was spoken it. Before it got into your heart, he knew what was in your heart. He knew the ill intent, he knew the good intent, but he also knew that with that intent that he placed upon us, or intuition or spirit or whatever it is, he always knew that were you going to call on him or were you going to keep acting on your low vibration again? And I'm calling on him because it's like, shit, I'm going to need a whole body of God. I'm gonna need all my archangels and I'm gonna need all my guardians with me on this, because this is gonna be a fucking, I can't say it's spiral season, but I'm not for the spiral out of fucking control just to lose my shit over fucking people that are shitty. Okay, right now I just feel like people are shitty. You will have a high, you will have a low, but shit happen as it should to teach you a fucking lesson. And I know at the same time I'm just like, okay, I'm patient, God. I hear you, God. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say that this shit don't hurt because it hurt a fucking lot. It hurts my heart. And if I got to cry, I'm grateful for whatever it is that you're about to bring me through in that next season, that I know you needed me to go ahead and grieve this in a different way than whatever it is that you're about to put in place for what you need me to do next. Because nothing is ever occurring in your life for irrelevancy. Is anything he ever put in your life, whether it's a passing, because I mean shit, we're fighting to live when we're living to fucking die at the end of the day. So death is inevitable. Shit happens, life happens, and shitty situations. And mine's just my experience with death. It was just shitty things happen. Maybe it's just something that needs to be cleared out. I don't know. But I do know that shit hurt. I do know, like, hey, God, I'm low-key tired. I don't want to have to keep going through this shit by myself, but I got to go through it. But I know I'm not by myself because you've been with me this whole time. This whole time. So why would I sit here and just keep making people feel like they got some sort of power? No, you don't, because whatever power you feel like you got over somebody, baby, please let it go. Let it go. Because for every tear that I drop, for every pain and every inkling of thing that I have to feel that I should not ever had to feel in the first place, and it was man-made, you're looking for man-made disasters to come your way. So I know to stay out the way. Why they don't want to participate, why they don't want to hang out, why they don't want to be around nobody, because you're shitty. Think about it. You are the shitty committee. And it just is what it is. It's like, shit, take this time, focus on yourself, learn what you can learn, and stay the fuck out of the way. And I'm going to stay in my own lane, but it's not like I can't say, and y'all can't sit here and say, well, we didn't know that these people or this family or these folks would do that. You didn't? Okay. Because I'm pretty sure, this is like Armageddon type shit. You tell these people we own to what it is that you do. You don't think these people gonna get in a panic and do some stupid shit? And I can see this stupid shit coming because, hey, we're gonna need one of the best lawyers, more of this fucking money to try to keep cleaning this shit up. Well, you can't afford it. Well, we can get about 40 off of this one, So off of them four, we get 40 million, right? It's 10 million per kid, right? For him, we get probably about like 60. And if let's get a hold to his folks and see what kind of policy they got. We're gonna put this together. So y'all gotta put money in the pot to figure out how y'all gonna disperse this money to keep covering this shit up. Cause ain't no cover up. Because whatever it is and how you're gonna choose to do it, it's just like, hey, you feeling it's to a benefit of yourself, it's to your demise, but hey. But it's like, it is what it is. It's like, I guess I'm gonna have to prepare for this shit because it's like, I feel it fucking coming, bro. And I don't like this fucking feeling because it feels so eerie. It feels so like, it could fuck a normal person up for however the fuck this message, however they're gonna get this shit to me, and I can feel it. It's gonna be fucked up, and I can feel from that point that they're gonna do some stupid shit and try to see how she's gonna handle this. I want to see how she handle it. She's gonna have to break. We know she got a weapon, so we know she's gonna take herself out. We know it. We know it. Once we get ready to look, like somebody is so fucking vengeful like that. They're so fucking vengeful like that. I know when we get ready to tell her that we did this with the kids, she's gonna be okay. This is crazy as shit. But carry on. Have a great day. This is some bullshit. Somebody has a great day. But anyway, carry on.